Howdy, folks, and welcome to another episode of Inside RIC Athletics. Always, I'm Cody Chalifoux. Today, I'm joined by men's soccer's very own Brandon Ramos. Brandon, how are we doing?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming down. I know you're a busy man, and I'm glad you could carve out some minutes to sit down with us here. So, season's winding down. You have two more games for the season, two more at home. This one, which most likely this interview is going to go up on, and then one at Keene State. Just talk about how the season's been so far. I know it's been new, adapting to a lot of stuff, but some good things have happened this season.
Yeah, the season could be better, but I feel like we're going to make like a last push going into playoffs. But overall, it could be better, but I know a little bit of struggle in the beginning and just some taking time to get into things and a lot of new faces. So it just took a lot of time to start picking it up, but I feel like with these last two home games, we can really make a difference and a push heading into playoffs.
Right, and you said kind of that beginning of the season was a little tough. A couple players were out, still trying to learn each other. Once you hit that like 6th, 7th game of the season mark, your offense really picked it up. You're scoring multiple goals a game, and you being someone who has set up the most, I think you had the most assists on the season coming into today. You've been a perpetrator of all of that. So how have you seen the offense click, especially from your position as that forward midfielder?
Yeah, I just think, like you said, just clicked. It just took some time to get used to new players, new positions. But once we start rolling, it started rolling. We started making goals, good decisions, taking more shots, taking more people on. Just the confidence was just higher. So everyone just in the beginning it was tough to score. So then once we started, it was like it just started rolling, and everyone's confidence was getting higher. Everyone's clicking together. Yeah, and I feel like our offense is like one of the best in the conference once we start just clicking on all cylinders.
Right, and you as a senior, the career starting to wind down a little bit. This could be it. This last week. What are some of your? What are you looking back on? You've been here for 4 or 5 years or so, and what's this week gonna feel like?
It's definitely emotional because I have played a lot of games at RIC. 4 years, like you said, freshman, sophomore, junior. It's definitely emotional because I know once it's over, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss all the guys, just the little things like the practices or just like game day feels. It just everything just comes. It just comes so fast, right? And it's like 1 year you're like a freshman and you're just like getting used to things, and then like you said, now I'm a senior and it may be over in like a week or two, Hopefully it isn't, but you never know. But it's just emotional. But I'm just focused on these last two games, trying to win, and we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, and these last two games, it essentially comes down to Saturday. On the senior day, it's going to be basically a win and get in situation. And I see the smirk. It looks like you're excited for it. I watched you play the last couple of years. You're no stranger to confidence, it looks like. So you guys seem pretty excited for Saturday then. Yeah,
for sure. Every conference game is always big, no matter who you play. And then especially this game just makes a bigger stage. If we win, we're in. It's a senior day. It's at home, conference, playing against a good opponent, Keene. So I feel like everyone should be amped up as much as they should be, especially the circumstances given. But yeah, I love conference games.
I mean, Keene's kind of like the rival around here. That's like the one that you circled the calendar for to have it, especially with the circumstance, like I said, senior day. And you have a nice class of seniors that you came in with, and just talk about that. Johnny and Roman and Steve and a bunch of kids who you've played at least 3 years with, and you've developed this bond with. And so again, what do you think is going to be like going out there Saturday, knowing the season's on the line with those guys that you call brothers for the past few years?
Yeah, I think the confidence is going to be high because I have confidence in all those guys you just mentioned. I know they have confidence in me, and I feel like we're all talented, and it's been special playing with them, especially for Johnny, because I was with Johnny since we came in freshman class together. So me and him I've became very close friends on and off the field. He's like my brother, like you said. Also Roman and Steve, super close with them. I feel like Saturday is going to be just a big day overall for the seniors and also for the team. It would be great to win. It would be great to win for the seniors and get into playoffs and see what we can do in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think you guys can do some damage if you get there. Obviously, you guys are going to have to face off against really tough opponents straight up. But I think with the way your offense works, and you guys can go off for 3-4 goals if everything comes together, and that's hard to beat, in this sport. So is it kind of just give us a chance and we'll show you kind of mentality going on right now?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like at RIC, we're always considered like the underdog.
Right.
Like no one ever puts us as first or second or even third sometimes. So if once we get into playoffs, I feel like we'll have the underdog mentality, and then, like you said, give us a chance, and then we'll go out there and see what we can do. If everything clicks, I feel like no one can stop us.
Well, Brandon, I'm excited. I'm sure everyone at home is excited. Good luck this week. Good luck. Thanks for taking some time out.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Inside RIC Athletics. I've been Cody Chalifoux. Thank you so much for watching that interview. We have more on the way, so make sure to go to goanchorman.com to find any interviews that you might have missed, any interviews in the future. Make sure to go to goanchorman.com as well to look at the varsity schedule and see what games are going on, when they're going on, if you can make it or if you want to watch at home. And again, we thank you so much for supporting RIC Athletics. Go Anchorman.